and this is Surfer's Content Planner. This is the tool we will be using today, and mostly the only tool we will be using today to keep your focus on point. Thank you for clarifying that the stream is all right, and let's carry on. So I explained the theory of keyword research, briefly of course, and grouping keywords. And what you have to know about the Content Planner is that this tool does the keyword research for you, and not only the research, but also grouping keywords the way you should rank them. This is extremely important. And we often hear that cluster this, cluster that, and why is this so much of a buzzword? We hear it everywhere. And a cluster is basically a group of similar elements that's borrowed from science, but a cluster in SEO means a group of keywords that you should be ranking together. And this is exactly what Surfer's Content Planner is giving you on a plate, is a list of topics that contain keywords in clusters. And in this case, I started with the keyword how to start investing in properties. And this keyword gave me 151 article ideas named clusters that I have to create to build topical relevance for my website, to become an expert. This is the main goal of creating a content planner, to find out what are the topics that I have to cover to become an expert in specific industry. If I'm looking for content for my blog, I have to start with more informational type of keyword at the beginning. Yet if I'm looking for some e-commerce or affiliate clusters, I would rather try best or review or buy, sell, and so on. But let's put it aside for a second, because I just wanted to emphasize that there is a lot of machine learning involved into this analysis, because clustering algorithms come directly from the machine learning industry, and they are used commonly in science to analyze huge chunks of data about people, about animals, about trees. Like, I've been studying forestry, and we used a lot of statistics, of data analysis to cluster similar trees in a forest, basically. So it's not something created specifically for SEO. This is a common practice in science to find out, like, what are the groups, what are the lookalikes, what are the elements that we can join together. And machine learning helps with that a lot, thanks to its capability to analyze huge amount of data. Like in this case, in every single content planner, we analyze roughly 20,000 URLs, and each URL can be ranking for 10, 20, or hundreds of keywords. So it means that we are analyzing at least 200,000 keywords in every single content planner. This is pretty big number, and thanks to machine learning algorithms, we basically can do it. We can afford to conduct such a complex analysis. And let me carry on with the clusters in practice. As I mentioned before, we have 151 topics to cover to become expert. And of course, you don't have to use them all. Yet, the more topics you cover, the more about investing in properties your website will be. So you have to start creating these articles with the pace that you feel comfortable, and so your domain won't be outweighed in this direction. So if you want to go all in into investing in properties, do it as soon as possible. Yet if you are growing in a couple of areas, make sure to invest in each with the same or similar pace, or depending on its importance. Yet remember that you shouldn't be creating a website that is about everything. Like, I have a couple of content planners created and prepared for this webinar, and as you can see, I have some about the properties investment, about SEO, about VPN, about learning SEO, about the stock market, and so on, or even antiques. So you don't want to connect all of them within the same domain. Ideally, you should. Oh gosh, someone is calling me on Facebook. This is a Facebook Live problem that I haven't experienced yet. Do you know if I can cut it somehow? But by the way, anyway, uh, you should focus on a specific area, on a specific industry. Like, if I'm about tech, if I'm about VPNs, I would create a content planner specifically about VPNs and technology, and I won't touch SEO, and I won't touch properties, and I won't touch red dresses. So this is crucial if you want to create your website, if you want to make it an expert, trustworthy source of knowledge about something. This is crucial, and I want to like emphasize it a lot and highlight and put a lot of weight on this, because it can be a problem if you will tackle too many content planners out, like, from a different niches at once. And let's take a look at some of these. I will maybe create some content planners for the affiliate industry, because I forgot. So I will take running shoes, and I expect here more of like shopping and best. So just so you know that uh, depending on the input, you can expect different results, because this is something that push back people from the content planner, because they don't find what they want. Like, it is super common if you start with like a super general keyword, like for example the stock market. This is a good example here. So you have a stock market keyword, and as you can see, these clusters are in general about the stock market, that's for sure. But this is not a list of topics that you should consider for your blog, where you try to convince people to start investing in stock market using your link of, I don't know, some sort of brands that help with trading. When you put the stock market keyword, that is super broad general keyword, you will get the results about like different countries stock market, equity market, like really general stuff that is not here to help you with converting people that want to start investing in stock market. This is a list of topics for a journal. This is a list of topic for like financial magazine blog. This is something suitable for them, but not something suitable for the blog that want to teach people and convince them that the stock market is a good opportunity to earn money. So let me show you the comparison between the stock market and how and how to invest in stock market. So there we've seen a lot of those definitions, general topics about like I said, for the journal, more like for the journal. But here we see actionable items for people looking for information how to start investing in the stock market. We see how to invest small amount of money, can you make money in stocks, some brands, penny stocks, buying for dummies, so the tutorial, uh, income investing. Like, this is for people. And as I misclicked accidentally on this cluster, let me elaborate on it a little bit more, because this is a moment that I will explain you what's going on under the hood of the style. So all of these keywords are extracted from the clustering algorithm that figured out that they have to be ranked together. And by default, all of them are selected to conduct the analysis. So the analysis can be used for the content writing, so for the executing the content strategy. We won't dive deep into executing the strategy, that's the topic of the next training, yet I will just slightly touch this area. So as you can see, I have various keywords selected, and sometimes you may find some branded keywords here, or you may find some keywords that are not good for your business, uh, that are okay for your competitor's business but not for yours, and that's absolutely fine. Google ranks them together, that's why we display them here, but sometimes they may not be the best for your company if your goal is not purely SEO content that will perform the best as possible, but also a content that will help you convert and build business and so on. So, like, if that was a PBN, use them all right as it tells you, and you'll get the highest SEO performance. Yet, if create a content for your business page, definitely take a look at them, and by clicking on one of these, you can easily exclude, like, when to sell growth stocks. I think, oh, or this one, is it time to sell stocks 2017? This is definitely something slightly slightly outdated, something that you don't want to be included, so you click on it and it's gone. It won't be taken to the analysis for the content creation process. But I will also tell you how it works when you click create content editor, because this is pretty important. Of course, I will turn on NLP for better guidelines, but that's for the next training. Yet I will just click here and create a content editor. And as you can see here below, there's a little information that tells you that we are including all 12 keywords. And what does it mean, include? Because you often ask, like, I cannot see these keywords in content editor to be used in the content, so how are they included? And oh, this is a question that just popped up. So let me explain. We will analyze the search results for all of these keywords separately. We will take the top 10 search results for when to cash out stocks, good time to sell stocks, when is the best time to cash out stocks, and so on, all of these keywords. And then we will create a leaderboard of pages that rank for these keywords. And we will find out that there is a URL, there's an article that ranks position 3 for all of these search terms. So it means it is a great benchmark to comparison, because it is performing great across a variety of keywords, across all of these that should be tackled together. And we will find another URL that ranks top 1, but only for 3 keywords from the list. And this one that ranks for all of the keywords at position 3 will outweigh the one that ranks only for the 3 keywords but position 1. And with this logic, we will create a leaderboard that will then create a list of URLs that are performing the best in the whole set. And even though they are not using these keywords in the content, they rank for them the best. So it's not like you should always be using a keyword that you want to rank for inside the content. I mean, exact keyword, main focus keyword, of course, the title, H1, and so on. But if you consider pages ranking for clusters of keywords, not just a single keyword, you just can't put all of them together because you will over optimize. Imagine me writing a few sentences and all of them contain best time to sell stocks, when to cash out stocks, good time to sell stocks, when is the best time to cash out stock. You see, I'm over optimizing all the time, so that's not the method. The method is to obtain the best benchmarks and then reverse engineer them to create content editor that will tell you what are the words and phrases you should be including in the content. And considering a keyword for the title, this is definitely up to you, but if your domain is strong and you can tackle, I would take one of these with the highest search volumes. So, that being said, this is how you can prepare a cluster for writing. And if you click here, tooltip will show up and will tell you that you can open the content editor and start writing, or you can copy the public link and send it to your writer. So basically, this is how you start the execution of the content strategy, but this is not the topic of today's hangout. So I want to show you everything about the content planner, about creating the strategy, about choosing the right seed keyword, so you get the idea of what's going on in here. So let me go back to the content planner, because we already analyzed this best running shoes and running shoes. So let's take a look at the running shoes, and I will start using filters. And I will use my favorite filter, which is the intent filter. And as you can see here, we have 8 locals, so probably some shops in big cities. We have customer investigation, which is more or less affiliate type of content. Then we have informational, so definitely topics for the blog, and it's only 3 of these. And the majority of the clusters we found are ranked by shopping intent pages. Let me explain how the intent is analyzed, because that can be something interesting for you. So we are using BERT algorithm that is trained on a pretty big sample of data that analyzes pages ranking for these keywords and assigning a user intent. And if the majority of the pages in the top 10, for example, 6 out of 10, seem to be informational, then we will assign informational to that keyword. And then we will look at the whole set of keywords grouped in the cluster. And if the majority of these keywords are informational, we will tell you that this cluster is rather informational than customer investigation, meaning that most of the pages that rank for these keywords are informational type of content. So as I show you this, let me go back to Content Planner, because I just wanted to emphasize on input determining the output of the content planner. This is crucial and sometimes creates a friction for our users. So I just wanted to make sure you get how it works. And let me open best running shoes now, and let me open the filters, and let me open intent. And as you can see, customer investigation is over 100. 128 to be precise, 7 informational, 43 shopping, and some not detected, but that's not a big deal. With this keyword, we clearly find out that most of them are customer investigation, so suitable for affiliate websites. So let me select it. That's what I would do if I would like to create a brand new website that will be about running shoes and will be about choosing the right running shoe for the user, basically for the searcher. So we end up with 128 topics that have clear customer investigation, affiliate intent, so pages to monetize on. And if I scroll down, I will see, well, runner shoe reviews, best running shoes, black Nike woman running shoes, most comfortable running shoes for women, with wide feet for marathon. And remember what I said about the long distance and the marathon? In fact, marathon is not the same as a long distance. So you shouldn't be ranking, you shouldn't be writing about long distance shoes and marathon shoes because Google wants them separate. Google doesn't want a huge skyscraper URL that will be about marathon shoes, long distance shoes, 4,000 meters shoes, and 800 meters shoes, and 100 meter shoes, and so on. It wants marathon shoes, best running shoes for marathon runners shoes, marathon race shoes, marathon trainers shoes, marathon sports shoes, and best road racing shoes. So as you can see, road racing is kind of closer to the marathon than long distance. This is kind of cool, but it's really a small keyword, and I would probably exclude it as it is slightly different. This one is outdated, and this one is best 10K shoes. Well, you see, 10K, 10 kilometers. Okay, so it's a long distance, but it is outweighed by the marathon. So the main focus will be on marathons anyway, even though they are included. And this is important. This is a nugget. Pay attention now. Even though some keywords are here that you are not entirely confident, including or not including, it doesn't really matter because the majority of them are the ones you like. And if the majority is the group of keywords that you enjoy seeing on the screen, their results will outweigh some that you don't like, really. So the ladder board will be created based on all of them. And if 8 out of 10 are those you like, they will contribute with their points to the pages that rank for them. And if there are 2 or 3 keywords that are off, they won't outweigh the other half or the 80% that is actually a good set of keywords. This is some sort of a mechanism that prevents from providing you guidelines that are off by like a few keywords. So yeah, that's it. That's it. Really. The conclusion, if there's 2 or 3 keywords you don't like, don't bother. Don't bother. Just create, keep the pace, create. Uh, this is the most important part. Don't overthink. Don't over-engineer. The best thing you can do is to spend your time executing that strategy. Like spending too much time on it makes you not writing or not outsourcing the writing at the same time, and that's actually causing a loss for your business. So if you want to build your business in the like highest pace, don't think too much, just get it as it is because it is data driven. This is how Google wants it. And in the applying the 80/20 rule, you will win on most of the cases, and this way you will spend the time doing the right thing. So we've got it covered, and now a little tip: you can use arrows to move through these clusters. So basically the process would look like this. If I'm about to create this website, I set up the intent because that's what I want to build. I click the first one and I see, okay, I like it. So I create a content editor, move with an arrow. I like it, create. I like it, create. I don't like it, I skip. I like it, create. I don't like it, I skip. And that's it. Just click, arrow, click, arrow, click, arrow. And well, let me actually do it. I will start again. Boom, boom. I'm skipping this one. I like this one. I like this one. I skipped this one because I don't want to promote Nike. Gifts for runners? This is, well, if they have it, why not? It will be a great keyword for Amazon. It even mentions Amazon gifts for runners. Definitely a good one. I would probably start with this one. So create. And this way you go through the list and create these content editors out of topics that you like. And when you move here, content editors in progress, you will see them being analyzed and you will have them here along with the progress of writing, along with the content score going up, up, up. When it hits the right number, you know that you can consider making the keyword, making the content editor done, and it will land in the column done. It's empty, so I cannot click it. All right, let me see. Let's talk about. We have the filtering. Of course, you can filter by the number of keywords. Let me go back to the old clusters. By the number of keywords. So, for example, I don't want small clusters, and I got only big clusters. I don't want small clusters and low search volume clusters. So I will start with at least 1000. And this way I've got the list of the clusters that are at least 10 keywords big. In fact, they will be bigger, but that's what we have. Plus, they are at least 1000 searches monthly in search volume. This filter will be applied when it will be done. But in general, let me clear the filters now. And let me show you how you can utilize this magnifying glass, because it may be a good idea to use it if you want to create a specific smaller silo. It like all of these topics can be a silo, can be a category on the blog, but you can narrow down your silos, and I think that will be a good idea to provide really niched keyword. I will try injury. Nothing. Sleep. Sleep on. Okay, too small. Maybe the color black, orange. So I got the colors. Let me move to a different cluster because I have an example that will tell you precisely what I want to share. So I have it somewhere marked. I got the tag created, Academy. And boom, how to do data recovery on iPhone. And it appears that this set of keywords is extremely broad. It has over 200 clusters found. And, well, it's a lot. It's a lot of writing. And when we scroll, oh yeah, this is important. So all of these topics are ordered by their relevance to the seed keyword. Okay, so the most relevant on top, the least relevant on the bottom, at the bottom. And if we scroll down, we see that it is still about the data recovery, but it's not about iPhone anymore, or not entirely, like memory card, like iPad, like some drives, Sony Xperia, notepads, like the tool on iPhone, but still slightly off, like deleted snaps. So it's still about data recovery, but it's not entirely about iPhone. So if you want to build the expertise in data recovery, I would probably create a bunch of content planners. Data recovery on iPhone, data recovery on Android, data recovery on laptop, data recovery SSD, data recovery HDD, and so on, and mix them up. But if I want to be precise and I want to be really about the iPhones and I want to create a narrow silo that will help me rank for iPhone related keywords, I will scroll up, and instead of going one by one, I will click the magnifying glass and I will type iPhone. Simple as that. And now, with this iPhone searched, I have clusters that have at least one keyword that includes iPhone inside. So all of these are iPhone related. Deleted apps on iPad, but on iPhone as well. So deleted apps, this is a good example. Deleted apps should be ranked for both iPad and iPhone, not separately, as you can see here on this one. I'm like showing with my hand, but of course you cannot see it. So sorry about that. But in general, all of these will be about iPhones. Not so many, not as many as we've seen, and most relevant at the top. So you can start with taking the top. How many of those I have? I have 8 created. This is a great starter for creating a silo around data recovery on iPhones on my brand new website or on my existing website about technology, about mobile phones, or if I offer services of data recovery in London, let's say, it is also a good idea to have these topics covered because local searches will promote you. And if you provide, instead of the United States, of course, if you will provide your location in a content planner like United Kingdom, London, you will get London based clusters and you will be able to not only grow your topical relevance of the website, but you'll also gain possibilities for adding internal links from those newly created pages to your money pages that sell data recovery on iPhones. So if you offer data recovery services somewhere, but not specifically for iPhone, you can give it a shot. You can start this kind of test. Create 5 articles about data recovery on iPhone, then create a service page, of course, in the content editor, specifically for data recovery iPhone London, and internally link from these newly created articles to the service page, data recovery iPhone London, and I guarantee you will get much better results with this approach than with creating just a single page about data recovery on iPhone and 5 random blogs. Because we will spend the same amount of time, the same resources. We will create 5 1,000 word long blogs and one service page. If the service page is related to the supportive pages you create and that you will put those internal links from the right places and link to the URL that will make you money, you will spend your time the right way. And about internal links and the best locations for these internal links, I will definitely tell you about it next week on the next training. But for now, let's focus on these content clusters. What did I miss so far? So when you start executing the content strategy that the content planner created, you'll get a list of articles that you have to create, write within the content editor, and then publish internally. Link. I recommend you an article on Surfer SEO blog that is specifically about what you should do after publishing an article. And I feel like that's it for now. I don't want to mess in your head too much. I shared the content planner, I shared the research basics, and with this in place, it takes 2-3 minutes to create and it gives you 200 ideas and will like all of you to build the topical relevance for your website, stretch the domain in the right direction. There's nothing else you should know about the content strategy. Experiment with the seed keywords. Try to find the one that you like the most and utilize these ideas. And now it's time for some questions. So I saw a question about uploading our own list of keywords to cluster them. No, we are not working this way yet. You can try, for example, Cluster AI. This tool is done specifically to do this. We want to address the content planner to people who want to provide the main topic and get the blog ideas without having Ahrefs or SEMrush, scraping the competitors, creating the super long list that is getting clustered later. We want to cut it to the one step. You provide the niche, you provide the keyword with the right intent, and you get articles ideas clustered. You get the keywords clusters that clustered. That's it. That's what we want to promote within that feature. So if you want to provide your own list and cluster, Cluster AI definitely is a tool to help you. And Tron asks, let's say we have a website about the music genre, like old rock songs. How can I find relevant products to sell? Oh, this is the opposite way of how the content planner. Oh, maybe. No. Products to sell. You already have a music genre. Okay, let's say it's a rock. Okay, so let's try it out. I don't know what will happen, but gift for a rock fan. I will try this. And yeah, great minds think alike. But, even though we started the content planner with a gift for a rock fan, it can bring up gifts for different music genres fans, depending on what's the competition here. We'll see. Do I use top funnel keywords or bottom funnel keywords? I use keywords that pages I want to benchmark rank for, like your direct competitors. So if I have best running shoes and best marathon shoes, and my competitors are not ranking for best running shoes but for best marathon shoes, I would go with the second one. So okay, consider content planner input as an input of your best competitors. So if you see your competitors on the top funnel keyword, you can go with the top. But if you cannot fight with them on the top, check the bottom funnel keywords. Daniel, I believe that if you will reach out on the support to Marta, she will be happy to show you all of the steps, like how I can implement the content planner, using the content planner for creating a content strategy into your company. Definitely, she will be able to help you. Like this video, this training will be available on YouTube after it's finished, so you can definitely start with sharing this video with your team. But if you'd like to discuss some specific elements, then reach out, find Marta. You will find her on the support and ask for help. Let's see, what do we have for the gift for a rock fan? Punk rock gift for. Oh, I kind of like it. I like it. I didn't expect a good results. I mean, I was like, I didn't expect too much, but in fact, it's crazy good. We have a punk rock gift, we have classic rock lovers gift, we have Led Zeppelin, we have Metallica, we have Ninja Turtles. Well, probably rock fans also like Ninja Turtles, But okay, Father's Day's music gifts, nice. This is niche. This is niche. And the music genre website can definitely utilize these keywords. Rock and roll gifts, Iron Maiden whiskey. I like this one. Um, Strange music merch. Probably for young people. Well, you see, the lower we go, we get a bit out of music, like Walking Dead gift. But we still have indie rock guitars, indie gifts, Rolling Stone gifts. So you can definitely try it out. I mean, I wouldn't expect ready to go with list of products you can monetize on, but at least you will be able to find, like, of course, using the filters, intent, customer investigation, you can monetize on these pages. That's it. Let's move to the next one. Oh, we have no more questions. No more questions. Still 73 people online. I mean, thank you. Thank you so much. I really appreciate your presence here. That makes me feel great. Thank you. Thank you so much. It's been 15 minutes with you already, and I feel like I shared the most important elements of creating the content strategy. MSP, Alex, please explain what is that? Managed service provider. Yeah, let's give it a shot. Why not? I'm doing it live, so I don't know what will happen. So I will create a random content planner here to see what is this. But I would also try to add it a twist, like what is managed service provider, or how can I do, mm, or maybe best managed service provider. And with this three kind of similar but with a different twist ideas, you can find the one that suits your content the best, and we'll see. Mark asks if we sorted out the search volumes. Well, not unfortunately. We have a database that is there static, but well, hmm, besides of the search volume, I mean, these keywords are correct. These keywords are the keywords you should definitely write about, but sometimes the values can be slightly, or maybe not so, well, depend on the case, but they can be off, especially with the small typos in the keywords, and with really similar keywords we kind of struggle with this area a little. So if you want to double check, well, you have to double check. But if you want to basically create the right content for your website, that will be well, that's enough. um, Oh, Mark, I'm glad you brought up this question. Multi-keyword content editor, keyword one, shift enter, keyword two, shift enter, keyword three, and you have, if you have your own cluster, like from Cluster AI, for example, you can create content editor with three keywords. So we will do the same logic as for the content planner clusters. So analyze first keyword, second, third, create a ladder board, and provide you the best benchmarks. So you can do it. Content planner managed service providers. We have three. General one, 124. Well, I don't get it. I mean, I don't know what is the managed service, but I believe that these topics are more like service pages, landing pages. Yeah, like service pages, basically. And if that's your goal to add more service pages, definitely you can do it. Uh, but if that's for the blog, I would try to what is managed service. Is it any better? Kind of, but still, like how many? 52. So, yeah, this one is not the greatest, because we niched down too much. Only 52. Best managed. Oh, and I like this one. 153. And let's see what are the intents. Some local, but oh yeah, some not. Yeah, they're not detected because we are detecting them on the fly. You see, it drops down. Nice touch, guys. Nice touch, guys from Surfer. Um, so most of them are customer investigation. So if your goal is to steal traffic from affiliates that are trying to sell your services but with a commission, this is a great idea to utilize. Like, try to cover these topics on the blog and link to your service. That's the way to go. I hope you like it. Definitely, if you are more experienced, for sure you are with what you see in here, you will be able to get better results, like with adding different modificators to the managed service provider. Trond, I see what's going on, and you will have to use the domain planner, and especially the domain planner after we do an update to it. It's going to be big, but it will be tailored specifically to your situation. So you have a big website, you don't know to what to do next with it, so you will be able to create some focus areas. We will tell you which articles are within the focus areas and with which articles are outside your focus areas, so you'll be able to trim them down and get rid of unwanted or um, unrelated topics to not waste the crawl budget and so on. Right. That's it. That's it. No more questions. Oh, Mark, you had a question about costs more NLP. It doesn't. It doesn't. It's one NLP credit and one content editor credit. Don't worry about it. The button above will create three separate. Let me show you, because why not? Uh, okay, this button will create two separate content editors with NLP, and it will cost you 2 credits. If I will hover down, I see one content editor and one NLP credit. So, oh, Tron, when is that coming? I wish I know. I mean, that's the ultimate goal. That's what we want to deliver in a small steps. You can expect us developing features on a weekly basis, let's say, and everything we do is getting us closer to what I briefly explained. So I hope you like this training. Oh, last question: why is that some pages can't be crawled? um, some pages block our bot, some pages block bots in general, and well, these are the most common reasons, and definitely Luisa will be able to explain it in detail, as I am not that close to those not crawled pages. She takes care of it, so she's the best point of contact about the crawled pages. Mobile desktop difference: the difference is that we get search results using mobile agent. If they are different, well, they are different. Or we will use the desktop agent and get search results with the desktop. And from the analysis point of view, like the content editor, audit, or the SERP analyzer, mobile and desktop will also analyze URLs using mobile or desktop device. So, well, that's it. Okay, so still 64 people. Thank you so much. I really appreciate that. And well, I'm looking forward to seeing you on the next training, advanced writing training. So today you know how to create a content strategy, but the next training will be about executing that content strategy. So see you there on advanced writing training next week, same time. Have a great day, everyone. Thanks again. That was super cool. And well, enjoy.